Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Edmonton Oilers Be a GM. As you can tell, probably from the menu layout, we've switched to NHL 15 on the Xbox 360. That's right. I had a lot of people requesting that I do it just because of the features that are available in this one. So we are going to do it. Now, the rosters are identical, and the rating systems are different in terms of their presentation. However, they are identical. So what I did was I set it up to exactly what we had before so that there's no wasted time. We don't have to redo everything. But we're going to continue on the 360 until the one has been updated, which looks like it'll be sometime in October, okay? It's just so you guys are aware of when that will transpire. Now, a lot of people still had some concerns about about Boyd Gordon on the third line. And if you take a look at our lines, you can see that almost everybody here, Boyd Gordon, he's considered a third line player. I don't know if it says, yeah, it doesn't say in here. He's considered a third line player, so's Nail Yakupov, but he's got good offensive. So when I put it in best lines, you can see that actually Nail Yakupov gets bumped up there to the second line. So that means that Teddy Purcell is almost extra weight there, you know what I mean? We could make a trade. Teddy Purcell for somebody to play the second line between Perron and Yakupov. Now Yakupov has 3-star defense, alright? He's not very good. Perron has 4-star. So we could find a guy that's got 4.5-star defense to play that second line. That would be really nice. So, let's go shop around Teddy Purcell, okay? We're going to try and find something quickly so we can get this year started up. I'm tired of going into this and having the same thing over and over again. And I know that you guys really want to see the action. So, Arizona will take him. Now, I'm going to sort by centers because that's what we want. They've got Antoine Vermette. He's got decent defensive awareness, good face-offs, but 84 overall is not a bad option. Antoine Vermette. Obviously, there's also Sam Gagner. His value is a little bit higher. His defensive category only 3.5 stars, and I think I prefer to have a really good defensive player to take care of Perron and Yakupov. Boston. Now, they've got Soderberg, Carl Soderberg. Obviously, Carl Soderberg's maxed out. He's considered a third-line player, I believe. Yeah, he's a third-line scorer, so not what we're interested in. Buffalo doesn't want him. Calgary, they probably don't have much. Yes, Matt Stajan, but 3.1 million. Carolina, they have 3 players. They got Stahl, and Lindholm. Elias Lindholm, he's not up there. He'll be there eventually, but not right now. And he's not what we're looking for to keep us going. Colorado, they have Nathan McKinnon, Mitchell, Talbot. They also have Ryan O'Reilly, but he's 87 overall with really good face-offs. 3.5. That would be a good option for us if we didn't have our buddy. Wow, look at his rating. He's 4 green stars. That's pretty. Is that the same? It seems like the same. Somebody was telling me look at Dwight King. I should look at Dwight King. Face-off or centers. Okay, they've got Brandon Dubinsky here, 86 overall. He's 28 years old. He would be a good option for us. 4.5-star defense. He's a good shutdown guy. Great face-offs. Also, his value is very high. Artem Anisimov, 84 overall. He's 4-star defense. Not bad. Not bad. But I'd like to have that 4.5. So maybe there's something else out there. Boone Jenner, he's getting better. He's 83. 4 yellow stars. Not what we want, though. Dallas, no. Detroit. Okay, they've got Weiss and Helm. Now we take a look at Weiss. Stephen Weiss, 4 white stars, sorry. He's maxed out. His face-offs are only 80. And then we got Darren Helm. Darren Helm's a small guy. That's the only problem. 5'11", 192. But he's got 4.5-star defense. Really good, pretty good face-offs. And you know what? The value is pretty close. We'd have to give up a little bit extra to get Darren Helm. But he gives that playmaking ability too, as well as that defensive. But it'd be nice to have a big physical player. You know what I mean? We'll see what else we can find. Florida. They got Barkov. They got Bolin. And they've also got Bugstad. Bugstad's 84 overall. 4 yellow stars, only 3.5-star defense though. Everything else seems to be pretty good. Nick Bugstad, he's a huge player, 6'6", 215 pounds, 22 years old, so he's getting better. And his value is actually really close to Purcell's. Really close. I'm gonna have to give a little bit extra. He's considered a third-line scorer though, so no, I'm not gonna get Bugstad. They got Jarrett Stoll. Jarrett Stoll's a good third-line option in my opinion. He's a great player. What do they got him labeled as? Let's see. Third line. Yeah, they got him as a third-line scorer. I'm going to look at Dwight King. Is he a right winger? Actually, let's go to forwards. Dwight King. There he is. Yeah, I don't know what people are saying had elite potential. Maybe it's on the one. Maybe it's on the next gen. Montreal centers. Now they've got Lars Eller and Thomas Plekanec. Thomas Plekanec is he's a pretty small player, not the best defensive categories. Lars Eller, he's 84 overall. He's got 4-star defense, okay face-offs, 4 red stars. His value's pretty low. Alex Galchenyuk, obviously his value is really high. Nashville, they have a lot of centers. Yeah, a ton of centers. Look at them all. It's almost an embarrassment here. What about Colin Wilson? He's got 75 face-offs, 4 stars. He's 4 yellow stars. He's a good physical player. 6'1", 216. He can shut things down. He's not that big defensive guy that we're looking for. Craig Smith, he's 4 stars in the defensive category, 4 green stars. He's almost better. He's almost better than Colin Wilson. And then Mike Fisher, 86 overall, 75 faceoffs, 4.5-star defense. Yeah, he's pretty good. That's why. We'd have to give up quite a bit, I think, to get him. Well, not much more. That's not a bad option. He makes $4.2 million. But as a second-line center, you know what? That's affordable. That's affordable. They've also got Paul Gostad. What do they got him as a third line? Yeah. And there's also Olli Jokinen as a third line. He's like, there's an embarrassment of riches here at center for Nashville. We might be coming back. New Jersey, they've got Adam Henrique, 24 years old, two-way forward, only 4-star defense. I'm looking for that 4.5. Travis Zajac, he's going to be 4.5. Yeah, oh no, only 4. Only 4 for Zajac. Okay, we'll move along here. Islanders, they got a lot of centers too. Nielsen and Grabowski. Nielsen's got low cap hit. He's got 4.5-star defense. He's 85 years old, or 85 overall, 30 years old, 5-star puck skills. He'd be a really good setup man for Yakubov and even Perron. He's just not very physical, Franz Nielsen. That's the only problem. He's a pretty good option too. Franz Nielsen. Let's see what the value is like. There's quite a bit off here. We'd have to give up somebody else. Who would it be? Who do they want? Skaters matching block. It would have to be like one of these guys, like Gernat or Wah, Marco Wah. 3.5 yellow stars. He's pretty good. I want to kind of keep him. Gernat, what are you? 3.5 yellow. Guys progress pretty well in this, from what I've heard. So we could throw in Miraz. No, we couldn't. We'd have to throw in guys without a contract, and that won't go through. Okay, hold on. Okay, maybe not the Islanders then. Let's look at the New York Rangers. Not skaters giving away. Centers. I know, I don't want to waste too much time here doing this. But I don't want to pick the wrong player. Derek Brassard, a playmaker, 3.5. Nope. Derek Stepan. No, we don't want to get him. He's too much value. Move along. Ottawa. David Legwand. David Legwand would probably fit us quite well. Two-way forward. Only 4? Wow, only 4. Philadelphia. They've got quite a few. They got Vinny LeCavalier. They got Braden Shen. Braden Shen has 4-star, but he's getting better. I don't want to give up for a guy that's going to be necessarily the best because we've got Draisaitl coming, right? Hurdle, 84 overall. They've given him, 4.5-star. That's why he's so good. Wingles and Kennedy, no. St. Louis, they've got lots of centers too. There's Patrick Berglund, and there's also Steve Ott and Paul Stastny. Paul Stastny's $7 million cap hit. They're crazy. Nope, not there. Not there. Tampa Bay, we're almost through them. They've got quite a few centers too. Killorn, Boyle, and Johnson. Let's look at Johnson. Tyler Johnson. He's got 3.5 stars. Or 4.5 stars for defense. 2.5-star physical category, Tyler Johnson. He's only 5'9", that's why. Oh, never mind. He's a little big. Or a little small. There's Brian Boyle. They've given him an 84 overall rating. 4-star defense. Physical category is through the roof. Now, what do they have him rated as? A third-line score? Third-line center? Yeah, they got him as a third-line center, not as a second. That's why. That's crazy, though. Brian Boyle. He's got great face-offs. It's just he's not quite up to snuff, I guess, on the other categories to be considered part of the top line. Vancouver, they've got Nick Bonino, 26 years old, two-way forward. No, it's okay. And Brad Richardson, no. Washington, they don't have many centers. They've got Kuznetsov. People are telling me to get Kuznetsov because he's got that 4.5 red star. He's a sniping center. He'd be a good winger. Might be a good option for us to pick up because of his shooting will probably go crazy, I bet. Shooting will probably go crazy. I will consider him. And then Winnipeg will be the last one. They've got Brian Little. Brian Little, 3.5 star on the defensive category. And we're all the way around again. So, I think that the best bet for us might be Nashville if we can make the deal. If we could pick up Mike Fisher. I know that the cap space is not much difference, but we got quite a bit. And he'd be the good defensive guy that we could get for that second line. And he's 86 overall. Yeah, he's 86 overall. He's got 4.5 star puck skills too, which is really good. Physical categories, great. Senses are good. And so is his defense. So he's a good option for us. We just need to find somebody that they want to deal for. Draft picks. I would give him a third. And we probably need something else to make this go through. Let's scroll down here. Let's see if there's anybody. There's some guys in the minors. There's like Keith Ollie, but that won't make it go through. How about goalies? They would take Fost or Scrivens to make this go through. Now, if we dealt Fost because his cap hit is higher, and we took back... Do they have any goalies? Any backup goalies? Hold on. Who's their backup goalie? If we took back Hutton... Alright, we took back Carter Hutton. He'd be our backup goalie for the year. Alright. That's not bad. Now, we're giving up more here at this point. Yeah, we're giving up more. We'd have to get... Because him and Purcell are more than enough. We could take the third off, to be honest. We could take this third pick off. Alright, so Fost and Purcell. They actually fought Fost as a backup goalie in this game. What is Scrivens then? Backup. They're both considered backups, so that's okay. Second backup and a minor starting and a second line forward. Okay, so these two guys definitely equal Fisher. Now, are they looking to get rid of anybody? Nobody with any kind of value. Who's got the highest potential on their team? Seth Jones, right? Seth Jones. Austin Watson. He's 4 red star, 2-way forward. Not bad. He'd be a pretty good pickup. Colin Wilson as well. Might be a good option if we wanted to pick up another guy. I bet you we could get Colin Wilson as well. Let me see here. These two guys, for these two guys, and a third round pick. And that makes our team that much better, guys. And then we'll put Dwight. Hold on. Picks. Where's picks? There we go. And a third. I think that goes through. I'm going to give this a shot. Purcell, Fost, and a third for Fisher, Hutton, and Wilson. And that'll give us 2 second-line forwards. And we'll actually put Wilson on the third line to play that. And he'll be dynamite on the third line if we put Boyd Gordon on the fourth. That's a huge improvement for us down the middle. Will this go through? No. It's too far off. The value is too far off. So I think adding Wilson on there definitely cost us that. If we go by overall again, there's also Mike Ribeiro. No, I'd rather have a guy with potential. I'd rather have a guy. I know, we're at the 13-minute mark here already. Wilson, Josie, no. Watson, Rene Bourque, or Gabriel Bourque, 81 overall left wing, 2-way forward. He could play on like the third line or the fourth line even for us. It wouldn't really matter for me, and he's 3.5 green stars. Bourque. Take Wilson off. I don't know what the value is like between them. Yeah, you know what? Him and Purcell are very even. And Fost and Fisher, no. Hutton, we could try this one. We're considered neutral with them. We'll try Purcell, Fost, and a third for Fisher, Hutton, and Bourque. Will this go through? No, not sufficient at all. Okay, so let's take Bourque off. We need to find somebody with lower value, like Yarncrook or Watson. There you go. Callie Yarncrook. Actually, I'd almost rather have Watson at the 4 red stars. All right, that should go through. Purcell and Fost for Fisher, Hutton, and Watson. Actually, I'm going to take the third off then because we don't need that. I don't think that's fair. Yeah. Those two. Honestly, that's probably a little bit too much value their way. We could probably ask for a late pick, too. I bet you could ask for a 3rd round pick. All right, let's see if this goes through. Oh, too far off. 4th? Too far off. We have poor relationship with them. Okay, let's take the 4th off. Just try it like this. Wow, it's too far off. Okay. I guess, I don't know. I don't know what to do now. That's a pain in the dick. Alright, hold on. We need to go back into that. I need to soup this up with Nashville. We need to try and do the swaps. I know, we're already at the 15-minute mark. This is crazy. Everybody's like, let's get this thing going already. I know. But I want to make sure that we're in a good position to do this. I'll fast forward this portion here. Alright guys, so we're back here. So it doesn't look like that works anymore. You get to a certain point and you can't make that trade. So the other option was Detroit for Helm. Darren Helm, he's got 4.5-star defense. We're going to give him a shot instead. Darren Helm. And we're going to send Purcell their way. And we will give up... What else do they have that we can pick up off them? I know. We keep going on with this. Mantha. Yurko. Ouellette. Gustav Nyquist. 25-year-old sniper. No, that's okay. We don't need Nyquist. Okay, Purcell, and then do they want a third? Considered neutral with them. So we should be able to make this go through. I'd say that's pretty fair. Purcell and and the third for Helm, will that go through? No. Okay, anything they want future? Alright, there's a third from the future too. 2/3. There you go. Alright, that's good enough. I'm happy with that trade. Let's go to coaching options. And you know what? I'm going to go a little bit longer with this one. We're going to get through the first month. Alright, best lines. There you go. So we got Darren Helm, David Perron, and Nail Yakupov in that third line now. Boyd, Gordon, Joensuu, and Pouliot, and then Hendricks, Horak. And actually, you know what? We could probably... Actually, Horak like this. No, it's like... That's fine. Alright, no, hold tight. Yeah. Like that. That's fine. There you go. Alright, guys, that's where I'm gonna... Oh, no. I'm kidding. Just kidding. Alright. I do need to set my power play. Actually, you know, it's on best lines. Let's give that a little bit of a go first. GM options. We're going to do our scouting. Scout assignment. And we're going to go forwards in the WHL. OHL. There you go. 6 weeks there. All right. 6 weeks there. We're going to get through the first month on this. You guys have been very, very patient with me. I know. I'm just trying to make the best lines possible. Amateur scout and pro scout. Okay, that's good there. Oh, I got to turn injuries off, and I'll turn them on for the playoffs, okay? I'll turn them on for the playoffs so it's a little bit more realistic. Rules, injuries, off. There we go. It's just too annoying. We'd be stopping and starting so many times. We've tried it before, and it's just painful. Come on. Okay, let's get through to the end of the preseason first here, and let's see how we do with our lines. I don't know. Everybody says that this game mode is much better. Players are actually scoring, 100 points a year. We expect the big things from you over the next 3 years. Expecting 38 wins out there this season. Continue. I don't need to review it. All right. Let's see how we do. Oh, there you go. There's a win. And we still got Fost and Scriven, so that tandem should be interesting going forward here. Pouliot actually and Gordon are leading the team here in the first few games. Oh, there's a loss against Anaheim. I kind of figured that would happen. We're going to have a tough go against some of these big teams, but we should be able to be competitive for the most part. I just need Taylor Hall, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Jordan Eberle to do the heavy lifting for our team. If they can do that, well, then we'll probably win. Continue. All right, so let's go through the first month. It's not many games, so let's see how well we do. Continue. We've obviously got lots of potential in the ranks with Leon Draisaitl, and, well, that's it, basically. But we have potential to be so much better, this team. So much better. So expect big things from us. Maybe not this year, but definitely next year. I'm trying to make us a competitive team for the playoffs this year. We'll see how things go. Well, 2 losses right off the get-go is not good, but Hall has 2 goals through those 2 games. So maybe there is some kind of a... Wow, Taylor Hall, 4 goals in 4 games now. You know what? Also, the simulation seems to be much quicker. I don't know. No, never mind. I lied. All of a sudden, it slows right down. But, yeah, I mean, our defense is something to be desired. That's a big part of our team that's going to be, a big difference. So I'm going to set some rules down, all right? I'm going to set some rules down for this game, okay? Because people don't like how I rape other teams of their players, here's how it's going to go. In order for me... Wow, we're losing a lot. I'll wait till the end of the month and I'll tell you how it's going. Taylor Hall with 7 goals, though, through 8 games. He's doing well. We just need to start winning. Scout assignment. We just did the OHL for 6 weeks. It's resetting that again. That's kind of annoying. Let's do the WHL. And let's scout the WHL for a month. There we go. Keep the sim going. Oh, man. We're not doing well at all. Taylor Hall's doing great with 8 goals in 9 games. But besides that, oh, geez, just loss after loss. Pardon me, my mic's all buggered up. All right, we'll do a quick review here before I sign off. Let's see. Goals, Taylor Hall's in 3rd. Assists, we're not up there. Points, we are not up there either. Wins, obviously not. Ben Scrivens only has 2 wins. He's the only one who wins. And that is it. Team standings, we currently sit last in our division and last in the NHL, believe it or not. Holy crap. All right, so here's the rules that I'm going to set out for trades. The only way I can make trades in this GM, we're going to see how it goes. The only way I can make trades is the players have to be, the team has to want to trade them. They have to be red, okay, from now on. Unless it's the beginning of the season or at the trade deadline. Those are the 2 points in time that I will be able to make a trade for a player that they do not want to get rid of. That's the only point in time. And when I say trade deadline, I mean in the trade deadline, in those hours that you have to complete all your trades. That's where it's going to take place, okay? We're not going to do it in between, and we're not going to be doing it... so we're not going to be doing it before the draft or the trade deadline. The other time that you can do it is at the draft, all right? So during the off season, you can make any trade that you want. During the regular season, if I'm starting to have problems, I cannot make trades for players that the team does not want to get rid of. However, I can put players that I want on the trading block and accept offers, even if they don't want to get rid of them. Usually they do, but I can accept offers from any team. But I can't go out there and make a trade for a player that they don't want to get rid of, okay? So that's the deal here, okay? And the player I'm sending back has to be an asset that they want, okay? That's the new rule. We're going to try and make it a little bit more realistic for everybody so that everybody can enjoy the game and things are a little bit more authentic, okay? So I'll leave it there. Until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.